My dreams matter, your dreams matter, our dreams matter. And so today we're talking about how if you can't find one way to get in, create another way. Come on and let's chat. There and welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, we're going to talk about finding another way. And so I wanted to share this message because I think that it will offer some helpful tips for you to pursue that thing that is on the inside of you to do. And so last night, I had a conversation with my three boys. Well, actually, two of them were only listening. But I was talking about in my childhood how I always dreamt of becoming someone. I always desired to be an amazing, accomplished woman. And I began to discuss all the dreams and goals that I had for myself and how sometimes those things just didn't work. It did not manifest. It actually looked like a failure. And so as I began to kind of dive into, the things that we were talking about and sharing my experiences with them, I also had shared with them that when they pursue the things that they desire to do, that they are gifted and talented at doing, if they can't get in one way, find another way. And so for me, I never took no for an answer. I just found another way. And so before I get into the meat and potatoes of this message, I want to give you some examples of how I found another way. So early in my childhood, I desired to be an international model. Now I know that seems obvious, right? Now I'm just joking, but I desired to be an international model. And that dream really, I want to say it was birthed from the beginning of my existence, right? My aunt, who is my mother's sister, she was a seamstress and made her own clothes and created her own fashion shows and did all of that stuff in fashion. My aunt, anyone who knows her, her name is Hollywood, right? And she definitely was like that Hollywood, that diva, what have you. Even though I don't like using the name diva, but if we could picture a diva, it would be my aunt. And so early on in childhood, I was always in her fashion shows. And from there, I just had a passion for, runway and modeling. Not so much pictures, actually, even though I take tons of them now. But it was really runway modeling, and that was where I thought I was going to really make my way, because that was like the bones, right, where I started from. And so, not to bore you, but I went on auditions, in Philly, New Jersey, New York, did all the things you should do as a model, show up to auditions, casting calls, getting your composites, all that stuff, photo shoots, everything, right? I've done that. And each time I visited an agency, they would tell me that I didn't have the height requirements for a runway model, and I didn't desire to do print. I thought I was bomb. I thought my runway walk was just everything, and I wanted to be a runway model specifically. And so my height hindered me. I'm 5'6", and so they were looking for minimum 5'8". And after so many no's, honestly, truly transparent, right, it had broken my confidence, and I was like, you know what, this is just not meant for me. But I cried for years that my dream did not manifest, because I had a vision, and I believed that God had given me that vision. And I had envisioned that I would travel abroad, and with my opportunities, I would build homes in other countries and be able to support my family and take care of my parents and all of that. Like, I literally had those dreams. And so I knew that my dream and my goals weren't just for my success only, but it was to benefit and advance my family and our legacy. And so I had those dreams back then, even before I was 13. And so, I pretty much got no's throughout the modeling industry. However, I knew that I had other gifts and talents, and so I figured I would, get in another way. And so that is exactly what I did, you guys. I had a love and a skill for doing hair. And again, it has come from, I believe, my mother's side, because my Aunt Hollywood did hair. My mom didn't have the patience for hair. However, my sisters did my hair, and I did my girlfriend's mom's hair when I was probably about 11, 12, 13. So it's been in my bloodline. It's been in just like my family history of like doing hair and being fashionable and having that fashion lifestyle and sense, right? So I said, I'm going to use my skills doing hair to get me in the industry that I want to get in fashion. So I became a hairstylist when I was 19, and I received my cosmetology license when I was about 20, 21. I think it may have taken me a year and a half or a little over a year to complete that program. So I got my license and was working in salons and all of that. So while working in a hair salon, of course, I'm on shoot, right? I'm on set doing photo shoots for fashion shows and magazines and all of that. So I found another way to get in. And although I wanted to be behind the scenes in the seat getting glammed, I became the glam girl helping other people get ready for the shows. So I just found another way. And so that has been my mindset in every area of my life when it comes to my dreams and goals and the things that I desire to pursue in life. So yes, I found another way. And so fast forward, I owned a salon, and I would, speak, of course, to my clients about life, about purpose, about business, about goals, about men, or whatever. And I found myself more so coaching them as I'm styling their hair and giving them tools and tips and strategy and encouragement and guidance. And that has birthed my coaching. And so when I think back, when I was a kid, I also said I wanted to be a motivational speaker, specifically because I talk too much, and I thought I always had something to say and something important to say and something that mattered. And so now, fast forward, this is exactly what I'm doing. So I always found another way. And so the message I want to share with you today is that there is something on the inside of you that will be used for the betterment of your life, and not just the betterment of your life, but the lives of others that you are connected to, that you are assigned to, the lives that that you touch in each and every day. And so sometimes the way that you think things are going to manifest is not that way. Sometimes you think you're going to get in the door one way, and it could be another way or another talent or another skill that's going to get you in the door. And I know I'm always tying in scripture, but God's word says our gift shall make room for us and be presented before the great, aka very important people. So when I discussed this with my two boys, my oldest son, he plays football. My middle son, he dances and he likes to choreograph. And I said, you know what? I believe in you. And I believe that God has a purpose and plan for that gift. And I believe wholeheartedly that you are going to exceed where you desire to be. And you're going to get to the level that you envision yourself in the path that you're on. However, if playing football and going pro isn't the way that you're going to get into that industry, you find another way. You can become a coach. You can become, what do you call it? physical therapist and do go into sports medicine. There's plenty of ways to get into the industry, not just the way you envision. And even with my other son, he loves to dance. And I said, listen, if you aren't going on tour with the hottest artist that is in your time and during that time that you pursue those dreams, find another way. Choreograph and do your videos and submit those and go on auditions to create steps and movements and choreograph. So there is always a way. And so I don't accept no for an answer. I just strategize and find another way. And so I really wanted to share that lesson with you today. Also, I want to share this from my book, Beauty versus the Beast in Me, Mastering My Own Demons. In chapter 2, I have written My Dreams Matter. And I'm going to share Habakkuk 2:3. Now, I know we always focus on 2:2. Write the vision, make it plain, he who reads it run with it. No, I want to focus on verses 3. And verse 3 says, for the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry. So that sounds like, okay, is it going to tarry? Is it not going to tarry? It's basically saying that vision that you have for your life is for an appointed time, a very specific time, an ordained time for your life for it to manifest. And it shall speak and not lie. So what you've seen, it shall surely come to pass. And though it tarry and it seems that things are not working out and you're struggling and you're going through and you're waiting and you're moving forward and you're waiting and all that, it's saying surely it will come and it will not tarry. It will not be hindered. It will not be held up when it is something that you are destined and predestined to do in your life. So listen, I hope this message today ignites a fire in you and really just give you that passion, that desire, that thing that you need to continue and pursue your dream, even if you have to resurrect the dream. Because some dreams we do bury, and we feel like those dreams have been deaded or killed, right? Because they fell to the ground. They did not work. And so sometimes we just put it on the back burner. Sometimes we just walk away from it and we say, you know what, this just isn't for me. It's not for me. But it doesn't mean it isn't for you. It could just means that it's either not the right time at the appointed time. It's not at the appointed time. And it could just mean that you have to find another way. You have to find another way. I also want to share with you my life lesson. And I'm really giving you a gem that you probably should only find out if you purchase my book. But I'm going to share just a little bit of the life lesson that I learned. And it says, I've learned that if you believe in your heart that your Creator has chosen you for a divine purpose to fulfill your specific assignment, you owe it to yourself to discover and honor the gifts inside of you, even if it takes your whole life in order to see the manifestation of your assignment. Listen, for more information on how to purchase my book here, Beauty versus the Beast in Me, Mastering My Own Demons, you can go on Amazon. It's there. You can read the reviews and see all of the takeaways and the amazingness of this powerful packed book. And if you would like a signed copy where I will sign it and write a personalized message to you, you can email me at bewelluniv@gmail.com, and with your information I will get a book to you right away. And if this message today was valuable and it enlightened you or awakened something in you, or just giving you that motivation to dream bigger and to expand your capacity to dream, drop it in a comment, send me an email, let me hear from you. And lastly, please subscribe to my channel for more transformational content that is able to change the trajectory of your life. Until then, be well.